All right, guys, welcome in. We just got done doing our summer Windus, not summer Windus, regular Windus. We just got doing Windus. It's super exciting. Another rock unit has come out for us here in Totonotto, and I am excited to see if this lives up to the hype that Lise brought us. I am liking the art style of this one. It reminds me of Lon from Guardian Tales. The Kabaki, it looks so much like Karen that I wonder if there's any synergy there, but we will be sure to get through both of them, and let's see if these Rappy feathers have anything to do with this person's kit. I don't know yet. We'll be looking at a live look.
Hey, listen.
Just do it.
Guys, I'm just going to throw this out there real quick. I need help covering this game. So I'm hoping to get to 1,000 subs so that I can begin to monetize some of this so that I can roll a bit more so I can actually get these units that the game isn't dropping for me. So I can show you some good team comps with them so I can give you some more insight. But unfortunately, Boltrend isn't helping me at the moment. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. We are about 100 and something subs away at this point. So hit that sub button, leave some comments below, leave a like, and I will be looking at subs and comments. You have to do both, and I'll enter your name into the pool to get 50 Bezos bucks, guys. I know that's a little bit of a reward. I know that's a little bit steep. I could turn this into rolls itself, but I feel like I should invest in the future of this channel a little bit more than just Windus. So, see y'all soon. Sub. All right, guys, Toto starts out as a la. Totonotto. It's not Totonotto, it's Totonotto. I like that so much more than Totonotto. Totonotto. We have a chameleon Idola. So that right off the bat, guys, tells me that Totonotto is probably not going to be that strong. I can't really think of any units that use the generics that are really OP. If you guys can think of one, let me know. I know that I ran the chameleon for a while just to get the earth element out there for the rewards, but I'm interested to see. We do see that the default version of Toto is a defense type. The law version is a speed type, very interesting, and the chaos version is an attack type. Race of a gnome. We don't have a ton of gnomes in this game, so that's pretty interesting as well. But let's break it down here, guys. The normal attack across the board seems to do the exact same thing. Earth Sphere, target one person to 50 damage. That is actually really bad for an auto attack, guys. Generally, auto attacks are at 80, and as we just saw with Windus's base, it also hits 3 people. So in terms of just normal attacks, she is already falling behind the curve here, guys. At skills default 2. Her A2 Vigorous Flower, slowest. It's the slowest on the team. It targets a single ally. Recover HP of the target with a potency of 250. So basically a Nadia heal. Cure all status effects of the target. Slow cooldown 4. Okay, so far she's looking like your generic healer, single target 250. Not the strongest, I will admit, and slowest. That's pretty weak as well. You cannot be reactive. You have to be proactive with using this. I am not a fan of this skill as a primary utility skill at the moment here. An explosive flower here at the A3, single target, power 150. When the element value of earth is 5 or higher, the attacks targets all enemies. Still at 150, that's really weak. This is a really weak skill already, guys. These two on default, not a fan. And then default elemental blast here, Rappy Rush. All enemies 300 power, remove support effects from targets. Support effects? I think that a support effects. Oh, there's support symbols. Okay, well, support symbols only last a turn. How are you supposed to time this effectively? Generally, I'm not a fan of this as well. I want to see the animation. Don't get me wrong. I want to see what a Rappy Rush looks like. But when it comes to actually using this within a team composition, I don't know how you prioritize the skill. I don't know how you even know to time this skill. You don't have foresight of their soul symbols. You don't know what soul symbols are truly running until they activate. So you can't plan this. You don't even know if their soul symbols are gonna truly do anything. I hope I understand the idea of support effects differently, because generally if it's a debuff, it just says removes all buffs. So it has to be something than buffs. It has to be probably your soul symbols and your weapon symbols. your supporting effects there, guys. If anybody knows the answer to that, leave it in the comments. I'm going to take this time to go ahead and say like, comment, subscribe. Let's get Idola trending. We need more content creators in this. We need more users in this. And it is up to you guys to make YouTube to get that to happen. There's only so much I can do on that one. So let's look at the law version. This is where she turns into a speed type, so that is interesting. Single ally slowest. Again, we have the exact same on her A2 vigorous flower. Let's hope the A3 is a bit different. 150 single target when the enemy it's higher, attacks all enemies. Okay, 25% chance to inflict dizzy. So dizzy as an effect enables the ability to miss your attack for several turns. Okay, so that's pretty good. So against 4 other units, you have about 100% chance that it hits one person effectively. That's not bad for an A3 at this point. I'm okay with that as the A3. I'm still not a fan of the A2, but at least the A3 is pretty solid for an A3, I would say. Which this is really stupid to me, considering you have to have 5 elementals to do it, 5 or higher. I guess all that means is that you can't run her with another rock user, and if that rock user is using their EB prior to using Dizzy Flower, then this loses its effect. That's the only situation which I can think that applies, but other than that, this text is useless. So don't run her in our mono rock team. She's just handicapping herself. And then her law version of the EB attacks all for 315 and whatever. Remove the support effects from targets and recovers own HP with a potency of 200. Once again, that's a whatever burger. I don't understand how you're supposed to time that. All right, in chaos form, we have the exact same skill here for the A2 and the A3. First beginning, decrease defensive target by 10% for 3 turns. So you can technically apply this to everyone for 10 turns. Also, that's a pretty good A3. Let's hope that the Chaos Form Elemental Blast matches it, because if we can get a solid A3 and a solid EB, then this becomes passable. But I mean, again, guys, we're having such a hard time figuring out how to actually apply this kit effectively and plan to apply this effect. Okay, here we go. Oh, single target. I saw the 635 and I got pumped. Okay, but like 900. Okay, that's not bad. Single target, 60% chance to inflict dizzy. I can get behind this EB. Yeah, I can get behind this EB. That's a pretty strong single target spell if you can get it up to the 890 max EB point. And 60% chance to inflict dizzy, I'll take that as well. Basically, you're taking a unit out of the game on their side, 100%, I think. You might not 100 to 0 them, but with the dizzy, you're basically making their status update null and void. So this would be a really good counter into Windus comps that are about to wreak havoc. Slowing down a Windus or a Summer Stella or a Summer Flamey, guys. Super important right now, and you could definitely use Totonotto to do that effectively. So I'm gonna say that the defensive type in her base default, this is a hard pass, guys. The law type here as well is a hard pass, but this chaos type I could get behind. It definitely screams a rarity of a 4-star and not a 5-star to me. So if I actually get her in normal packs, I'd be kind of pissed. She's a 4-star to me. It'd be like a bait. She's not a 5-star, but let's see what Kabiki looks like. All right, Kabaki. I know I said Kabiki, but it's Kabaki. We have a Fire Chameleon that's normal for a 4-star. She's an assassin type. This Chaos Kabaki looks insane. Look at that. That is an awesome skin. I'm here for that one. Though I'm going to be completely honest, guys. I do wish she had pants. I don't like this. That's not my thing. Lycans in this universe, despite being cuddly, seem to inherently be chaos form, guys. I know that is kind of par for the course in terms of the lore of this game, but in all honesty, there has to be some default law once. They can't all be chaos right off the bat. All right, guys, so normal of a flash. I think this is the lowest power we've seen from anyone on their normal attack. A single enemy, 45 to 58. Is her base HP that high, or base attack that high? I don't think so. No, that's interesting. Double flash, step 2. Okay, so just step 2, 70. That's fine. And flaming flash, step 3, 95, 20% chance to inflict burn. Okay, I like that more. That's a pretty decent power spike, up to 95, 123. Single enemy, 20% chance to inflict burn. Okay, I get it. And then accelerated march, single enemy, 120. If this attack defeats an enemy, attack another enemy up to 3 times. Ooh, okay. What's her speed at? 444? 448? I mean, that's fairly high, but it's not the highest. So you may have to look at speed tuning to use this effectively, but I can get here for that, especially if you get it off twice. That's a pretty solid A2 to hit 2 for 120. You can get up to 3. I mean, you've obviously won the game if you can make the stack 3 times, especially since at 120, she's not going to be doing that much damage. So, and here, I think this is the first fastest priority we've seen in the game. Increase speed by 10% for 3 turns, hit random 2 targets. Okay, so yeah, she's definitely an assassin type. She's designed to get rid of the low hanging fruit on the other team, so you can use your big hitters to try to target out other units while still not really sacrificing. So I've run into situations where I've have like a really strong EB, single target EB, that I want to hit a specific person. But if I click that specific person, I'm likely going to be having other people stack damage into it before that EP goes off. So it's just like a waste of attacks. Whereas this being fastest priority at 130 up to 169, you could potentially finish off those lower level units while still targeting the primary unit that you're looking into there. Here we have Elemental Blast, a Link's critical, single target 335, not the highest single target by any chance, and 25% chance to inflict fatal wounds. Okay, fatal wounds is pretty strong, 25% chance to do it. I'm definitely going to be bumping that up to 30 if I can make it happen. A 1 in 3 chance to make it happen at an elemental value of 7 with no cooldown, guys. That's pretty strong. I'm here for this. I like this EV. I could definitely design a team around this. Let's look at our law form. Flash. Okay, so we're still getting the same thing. 20% chance to inflict the burn there at the end. Accelerated march. If this attack, okay, so the A2 is the exact same. Down here, increase 10%. We're doing a little bit more damage, and it's hitting 3 instead of 2, so that's a solid increase. I'm here for this law form so far, guys. An elemental blast, facet folia, single target 345, so we're stepping it up a little bit. 483 down to 7, no cooldown, 25% chance to inflict fatal. Increase attack of all allies by 10%. Here for it. Solid law addition to this one. 2 solid upgrades. And let's hope the chaos form kicks it into gear, because fire seems to be predominantly chaos built. Flash 45, 70, 95, single, 20% chance to inflict burn. Accelerate march, the exact same again. And flaming Scherza, random 2 or down to 2, speed and 40% chance to inflict burn. Okay, there are quite a few characters out there that scale based off burn damage, so this is pretty strong. I did hit 2 people for this, as well as increasing your speed by 10% for your Elite's final here. 345 to single target, 25% to inflict this. Increased damage by 10% to enemies inflicted by a status effect. So if you apply this burn prior and then you hit them with this, you're doing an initial 10%. So that's fairly strong, an extra 35%, essentially up to 48%. I mean, that's notable, and obviously 25% chance to inflict fatal wounds is strong as well. Overall, Kabiki is more of a 5-star. Kabiki is more of a 5-star unit than Totonotto is. Totonotto is. I could definitely understand them flipping these banners around. I get that Totonotto is using the Rappy, and that is definitely on brand in his Solali total cell, but Kabaki definitely seems like the better unit of these two. I'm pretty interested to try out a team that uses her. I could definitely see her being strong and in the right compositions be meta defining. Though it may take a little work, it may take quite the itemization to pull off. I don't know if I have that quite yet, but I can definitely see some of the better players in this game making the most of it. So guys, that'll do it for the breakdown of this Totonotto banner. As much as Totonotto is here as the 5-star, Kabaki is definitely the one to get here. And as such, you will not see me be rolling this banner at all. If you are to go with this banner, I hope you're just a collector or you have a very specific composition in mind. And if that second condition is you, please let me know what that is. I would love to know more about it. But other than that, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe below. Let's get this game trending. And I'll see you soon. Peace.